G'day, welcome back to the channel, and I'm making this video because I have been besieged, inundated, flooded with emails from all over the place pointing me at this story, which surprisingly I'd already read. And it comes from Scotland, Glasgow in fact, which is a city in Scotland. And before we go there, let's just have a look at something. Now, this image here is something you've probably all seen. It's the Pilot's Guide to Identifying Drones. And it's a bit of a joke, you know, birds, drones, trees, people hanging onto balloons. Anything in the eyes of a pilot is a drone if you can't recognize it as something else. And even if you do recognize it as something else, it's still a drone. We've seen that time and time again as we get these specious reports from pilots saying, we saw a drone, that later turns out to be a shopping bag or a weather balloon or absolutely nothing at all. And because the threshold is so low, the burden of proof is so low, every time a pilot or anybody sees a drone and reports it to police, it gets marked up as a drone-related incident. So when they roll out the figures to justify harsher regulation, they say, oh, the number of drone-related incidents reported to police has skyrocketed in recent times. Yeah, but the number of drones involved probably hasn't. Anyway, let's go back to this story that I'm talking about. Where did I find it? Here it is. Just to run through what happened here. Now, they call this police... So it's a policewoman. I think it was a woman. I don't know if her name was Karen, but it was definitely a policewoman. She's been on the force 2 years. They call her a rookie, which is a bit unfair. 2 years, you've had a bit of experience anyway. So a rookie Glasgow police officer called in help from her Who wrote this dross? Anyway, I'm not going to read the story. There's plenty of versions. I'll put some links to the description. But basically, to paraphrase, what happened was a young police woman with 2 years experience was out driving around in her patrol car, and she noticed a light in the sky that was following her. It was chasing her around the sky. She tried to evade it by pulling off the motorway into a shopping centre and driving around, but it was following her everywhere. So she got a bit upset, bit scared, bit frightened perhaps, and she called her controller on the radio and said, look, I'm being followed by a drone. What should I do? And the controller told her to immediately come back to the Glasgow police station, and she did. She drove all the way back to the Glasgow police station, and on her arrival, she hid behind the patrol car, trying to evade this drone, so it couldn't see her. She was hiding from the drone, and when other officers came out of the police station to assist her, they pointed out that it wasn't a drone. In fact, it's not even on this list of things here. It's a new addition to this list. It was, in fact, the planet Jupiter, 360 million miles away in the sky over her head. But this speaks to the whole problem we've got at the moment. Now, remember Gatwick? The Gatwick drone incident, where drones were reportedly seen by multiple people, including police, and it shut down the airport for days. Well, I think this kind of proves conclusively that the police are not the best witnesses. They can't tell a Phantom 4 or Mavic from one of the largest gas giant planets in the solar system? Really? Seriously? I think the police need some training here. They need some serious training as to what a drone actually looks like, what a drone actually is. And just a few clues right from the outset. A drone is not a light on a crane in the distance. A drone is not a helicopter with navigation lights flying by. And a drone is not a gas giant planet 360 million miles away in our solar system. So the police have a bit of learning to do, but I'm sure that won't stop them telling us how and when we should be flying our models, because that's just not the way it works, is it? Anyway, so there you go, all you people who are thinking of emailing me. I do know about the story. As I said, I'll put links to it in the description of this video. Please go and take a look at them and read them and have a chuckle. One thing that I noticed about this story, it is in the part of the Glasgow Live website called Fun Stuff. Well, I have to say, this is not fun. This is not fun at all. This just speaks to the incompetence of the people who we trust to serve and protect. They can't tell the difference. It's not fun. It's very serious stuff. This inability to tell what's a drone and what's not closed down Glasgow Airport for days during a Christmas holiday break. That's not fun. And this sort of thing here, and the number of times drones have been wrongly reported as being the cause of an issue by police and other sources, that's not fun. This is serious stuff, and it's really badly impacting our freedoms and our rights and our privileges to operate as model aircraft and drone flyers. So it's far from fun. It's serious stuff, and it needs addressing. It's about time we had a higher threshold for these complaints. Someone who says, I saw a drone, that's not enough reason to take action. there should be some serious levels, some thresholds that have to be crossed before complaints are treated as serious and worthy of police action or anything else. But there you go, that's just my 2 cents worth, my little rant. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
Overregulation is like a tumor. It's killing our hobby. It must be terminated. Now!